rely on those toggles to mess with
I was going to say, you will imagine that he's going to do the old Eternal Envy toggling in the middle.
Sure. Is it the? I guess it is the Envy. Envy
I feel like that was where I first saw it.
He did do it the most in the mid. It was a long time thing that people did, but like not in the mid lane. People didn't really do it much in the mid.
I want to say he popularized it, but because people didn't really start copying him and doing it. It's just he was the one that everyone knew in the mid lane. Used to like doing that with his.
He did it like every
not in the mid.
hero.
I mean any lane.
Yeah, he did it like anywhere.
He used to bash toggle.
I'm really curious to watch what the Sand King's gonna do because this hero got hit by a pretty big nerf and Noto's dropping kind of low. Gets hit by the root.
Whoa! No tail.
No tail.
Uh-oh. The heal ain't enough.
Dead.
That's first blood for Valor and BZZ.
Can't underrate the fast attack speed of your Willow. That base attack time is very fast. Gets like, it's a 1.1.
One of the best
Doom
in the game.
is 1.8 in comparison. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just so much faster your attack speed.
Whose is faster, actually? What's Oracle's? Oracle's is pretty fast, isn't it?
It got nerfed at some point.
Oracle's
it still might be super
Wait, hold
fast.
up. Not again. No tap.
Uh-oh.
It's feeding.
Wait, he just
2 times in less than 30 seconds.
So what were you telling me about before the game started? That No-Tail does raises his testosterone.
Oh, yeah. He uses his technique of raising the arms. Oh, hey.
Wait.
They lost the Curry as well.
Oh, my God.
No, it's all over. Handed in, boys. Call it now.
Is top dying,
2-0.
Is OG at least going to get a kill top?
Okay, maybe they will.
No, they're not. He's fine.
Not the most ideal of starts here for OG. Two deaths. And, oh no. No, I mean, he's fine.
Is he? Yeah, he's fine.
He's got a salve as well, LTW.
Velo's used all of his mana pool, though, to do that those aggressive moves. Because he went for boots level 1 on the Willow. Doesn't actually have any mana regen or mana items. So he will be limited on the pressure that he can put on down here.
Of course, CS is okay at the moment for this first chaotic minute of gameplay.
Look at Thompson going in the mid lane.
Look at the top lane. Illidan going in on Seb. Smashing him in there with the sword.
Chaos Strike plus Divine Favor. That, you get extra regen when you get your Chaos Strike hit on as well, right? So much healing coming out. Every time he does get a hit off. And yeah, mid lane is, Thompson really controlling that lane.
Top. They'll try and go on to Illidan with a Burrow Strike, but of course, Divine Favor. And the heal from the crit.
So what were the 2 changes? It was the 3 int, and then the patch before that, Sinking got what? It was the Sandstorm was buffed, and the stun was buffed a slight bit. So we haven't seen this hero too much, if any.
Seb does get caught out by the stun. He's got a Burrow Strike to get away if he does feel too threatened.
It's an infinite sustain, that Chaos Strike plus Divine Favor in that
lane. How do you sort of, what do you do in this lane as OG? Just hope that you can get as much farm for Seb as possible, because it feels like you ain't killing this CK.
You're going to farm really well. You put pressure once you get more levels. The high levels in Caustic start to do way more damage. The lanes, after the kills, are starting to equal out. We're starting to see those last hits really come into play on OG's side. The Wind Ranger is doing excellent versus G.
And that is, that's a Wind Ranger that doesn't have a courier. Thompson.
It's very true, actually.
He's rocking it without a courier. But what's he's still got a salve ready on him. So he doesn't really care that the courier's not there. I'm sure it would make life a little easier for him, but he's doing just fine as it is.
Keeps the pressure on. Forced G to keep buying regen.
Oh, a little early with the power shot. Doesn't get the range creep.
Now that SF is starting to get those levels, bring some more mangoes, bring some more regen, he can start to catch back up. But yeah, Thompson's doing a really good job of controlling with that Bassi.
See the Willow go for the Shadow Realm, TP out, as RTW does do his best to run her down with the Flame Guard. Nice fancy footwork as well, dodging the brambles. Yeah, farm pretty good across the board for both sides, only the mid lane where there's the biggest disparity between the two.
Oh, I like that, what Chen's doing right here with the forest, or the Hill Troll Priest, just sticking it onto the CK. So he actually has like extra regen and just will always have full mana for stuns.
How much does it give? Oh yeah, so he's got plus 3.6 with that aura. Yeah, the plus 2.5 adding up.
Yeah, he can just keep throwing the heals as well if he needs to, if he wants to micro it too. It's one of the, not with the Chen, you get like the Banshee creep, the little ghost, or you get that one for the most part at the early levels.
See Seb come and interrupt this pull, make sure that he's able to grab the creeps himself.
He's just looking to tank up though. Ring of Health, he's just going for Vanguard, just going to stay in that top lane probably and just keep pushing it in.
Yeah, they're already going to have great initiation as it is from the other. So that he did the clock eventually with a hook shot, shackle shots, burrow strikes. A lot of other ways for him to close the gap and get in, so just tanking up is the players. Bottom, no, it's out. He's been caught out again, he's trying his run, does get the heal off, and that should be enough to save him. Shadow Realm being used by the Willow to get out. Vela doesn't actually want to turn and drop a hit onto RTW, but I guess he did have the Flame Guard anyway. And didn't want to risk RTW being able to mango in chains, which he did have ready. So Vela playing it safe and just retreating.
G's actually been pushed into a very scary position. Like I was saying, he can catch up, but they actually started rotating the Clockwork in. He threw a scan, so he does survive, but now he's under threat. Anytime Clockwork's up the map, he's like, oh my god. Yeah. Clock walking onto a Shadow Fiend, even a low-level Clock, will kill you if he gets on top.
He will dodge the Bramble. He's getting right-clicked down by Vela, though, so no tail will fall. BZZ, maybe they can at least get the trade, OG. They got the slight change combo onto the Doom. He has the stick charges. He's trying to run, but the Flame Guard will continue to Can he get this right in time? He can! BZZ will start to heal up. Turns with the Infernal Blade and the Shadow's Tormentor blast out back towards the two of them. Vela still continue to play around with ILTW. Chains holds back the Dark Willow. ILTW gets away, but Gold, they'll turn towards Jarex instead. He's got the Battery Assault back out. Vela trying his best with the body blocks. He's going to have a Shadow Realm hit ready to go as well. Doesn't even need it as the blast is there from BZZ to finish off Jarex. So Gold, they're certainly finding the kills so far this game. Top lane. They're going to have the control and a further up stun here from the center. No, Seb's able to come in with a Burrow Strike to stop the two of them from getting on top of Nota. And may just even be able to kill off the creep there. As no, Vanskull plays it smart, gets the deny in just in time. Stop that extra bit of gold bounty going towards OG.
His bottom lane just putting crazy pressure on Ember. Still, like you said, he's doing okay. 2,000 net worth.
Might be able to pull back Seb here.
Super farm.
He's got the stun. He's already used the Burrow Strike, Seb. And with the Divine Favor, that's going to get Illidan in and get that last crit off to get the kill. Down bottom as well, ILTW being forced away.
They can't actually put pressure on this lane. Even though the Sand King has more levels, he's gone for 2 in the Sandstorm actually to try to survive, but they have a sentry down. He can't actually pressure. It's too much heal coming out just from Chaos Strike and Divine Favor, no matter what he does.
Illidan's very safe up top at the moment.
Look at Jarex. Has boots. He gets on top of Shadow Fiend.
I mean, this is the thing. Sure, the game at the moment is 5-0 for Old But Gold, but it's only a 1k difference because OG's 3 cores are still farming very well in the lanes. And this mid lane has been a bit of a disaster for G. He's going to get held in place. Power Shot comes in as well as another cog push back. They can't quite kill him though. He's going to be able to get himself far enough away from Thompson. Thompson might go for a Wim Run and a Power Shot play. No, he's going to stick around here. Doesn't want to dive further and use the Wim Run to get himself back to a safe place.
Jarex got clipped by that Bramble Maze on the edge of it. Wasn't able to keep the Battery Assault ticking on G. I can't believe he survives that.
Yeah, some great play from Vela so far this game.
Yeah.
The Bramble Mazes. Saving them and getting them those early kills.
Very thankful to be seeing Willow again, because I think the hero like just completely died, and then we saw it in MPL.
I'm surprised to see it more, because that buff to the cooldown on Bramble early on, it's pretty huge. It was a huge amount of time knocked off it.
Yeah, and the mana cost too even got nerfed. Like everything about the hero just got pretty much buffed, and then Bedlam got changed like 2 patches in a row where it deals less per hit, but it lasts longer.
Look at this from Jarex, the way he moves around the trees, able to just get in range of G. And with the focus fire and the walk down from the Battery Assault clock,
even blows a kiss.
Nothing G can do.
I'd still be shooting.
And that's gonna be OG's first kill on the board. But yeah, this Thompson Wim Ranger definitely has the potential to pop off this game. He's got 44 last hits, 20 denies. TP out will save him. He's got a raindrop as well, Vela, so no Power Shot damage enough to kill him.
Just will they be able to deal with this Illidan CK? Will they have enough AoE damage to actually bring it down? With Ember and with Sand King, they could actually be able to have the damage in the later stages if he gets huge. And he might be going for the no-no item.
I think I mean, we've seen this in the past from Illidan. He loves to go Midas, Heart.
Yeah.
That is the Illidan build. Whether he goes full Illidan and tries to go for the Midas straight into the heart, we'll see. But it is a Midas. And as we have been pointing out earlier, we've seen Midas lose 3 games so far today. Mid lane. We're getting the run down onto Velo. He's already used the Shadow Realm. He cannot get himself away from ILTW. Bottom lane, BZZ will find the space to finish off the Tier 1 tower. But we can see as well, as was pointed out earlier by, I believe, Weppers, the amount of wards that OG has now over Old But Gold's half of the map. They've got like 6 Observer wards down at the moment.
I think the reason is they're like, Shadow Fiend's game is over right now. He can't play Dota. The only way SF can play is if he gets back up in the jungle, and now there is no jungle for him. So he has to play in these really awkward places and play very aggressively. Like bottom. He's just pushing in a bottom wave. When do you see a Shadow Fiend down there? 9 minutes.
They're going to try for the wrap around it. BZZ has got the Doom. ILTW's got to be careful. He's not going to be careful enough. He's been doomed. He did not have a Remnant out. He had nowhere to jump to. He has got a decent amount of movement speed as he's heading away. TP's going to be coming over from Vela. The Bramble Maze is down. He could dance his way around the Bramble. The stun does kick in, but he's on the high ground. They've got to close further to see him. They'll get him, but it's going to give him time to get the Remnant off. They have a stun, but the Remnant's already out. As RTW, he'll be able to jump down low. He's got 10-1 charges if he needs to jump again. He doesn't need to. They can't catch him.
He just walked away.
I mean, that looks like
couldn't catch him.
And that's got to feel bad if you're Albert Gold. You literally were able to walk up and doom an Ember, but you couldn't kill him.
145-second cooldown. They even had the TP in. He just dodged the Brambles.
Not G. He doesn't have focus fire for 10 seconds, so that may be enough to keep G. I say he's not got a Shrine Heal.
It's only level 2 power shot, maxing the win run.
G will be able to walk away, but again, just getting bullied away from any sort of sense of farm. Towards the mid. The Curse Crown onto Thompson. Bramble's down as well. Thompson actually ends up walking into it, but Thompson's got backup. RTW turns up, and now with the focus fire onto BZZ, they're going to try and chase down the Doom. The Sleight of Fist chains combo to hold BZZ in place. Brings him low. He has got the healing of the Scorched Earth, but it's not enough to keep him alive, and Thompson finds the easy angle for his shackles. Power shot, and RTW now running him down with the Flame Guard. Bam. They've got the damage to tick him down, as Vela cannot escape. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Jarex and Notel getting the push on, taking the tier 1 tower.
And look at the item queued by Seb.
Oh!
Radiant. He doesn't actually finish. I thought he would finish the Vanguard.
The Ring of Health.
He just queues up the Radiance.
He's got money.
He's very rich, and they're starting to put pressure on the towers. And like I said, Shadow Fiend has no game.
Uh-oh. G. He's got the Divine Favor. That is something that he does have. Again, Thompson, easy shackle shot onto Van Scold. Fairy Fire, power shot isn't even needed. RTW, he did jump in and he doesn't have any remnants left. He's going to get Curse Crown raised. You're probably saying, Thompson said, I had that with the power shot, bro. Why'd you go in? As he didn't need to go in RTW, but he wanted to.
Whoops.
And that's going to cost him his life. Jarex. Well, he might be able to go for this. He's got a hook shot online. As cut his way out. To go back in, hook shot and rocket flare. Do it. He's scared.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He's a coward.
Don't do it.
Could have gone for that. No, he'll keep it safe. He's playing he's sensible. I mean, there's probably stick charges or something on the Willow as well.
Sab is going to have an insanely fast Radiance at this time. And versus a CK, you know, I was mentioning, he might lack a little bit of AoE if the CK gets big enough. I mean, with the Radiance, that's going to be enough.
Oh, yeah.
Radiance Sanking, Ember Spirit.
That's a lot of fire.
AoE. That's a lot of fight.
That's a lot of burn.
Yeah.
As the build for RTW going to be the Maelstrom into the Lincoln Sphere.
Yep.
Arcane Boots finally picked up by GE, so he can now start to have a bit more mana sustainability to keep him out farming these camps.
But he's just like a hook shot and he's dead.
I mean, but this is what you sort of expect you must feel when you draft an SF second. You know you're not going to have a Dream Shadow Fiend opening. They're going to have ways to play around you. So sure, if you are Albert Gold, you know, this was part of the plan. You knew that G was going to have a slow start. You're not picking that SF second pick and being like, well, he's going to dominate his lane. No, he's not. You know he's going to get countered.
It's for the space. You know, he's tanking the... We always say, like a lot of the pros even say it, you can't. Not everybody can have a good game.
No.
So you know what? That was the point. They make him have not a good game, and then maybe Illidan will have a really good one.
As we keep saying, Seb's having a very
Thompson's in. He's chasing G. He's got the Javelin now finished.
Oh, but Vela is around. Curse Crown is going to mean that Thompson's got to start backing away. They've got the Bedlam too. RTW's there by his side. The first raise comes in, and a couple of right clicks. Thompson's dead. G will be able to build up the Requiem. They'll look towards RTW. They've got the fear to make sure he doesn't Remnant once again, and that buys time for the stun to come in to then set up the Doom. Perfect fear there from Vela, who continues to excel on the Willow this game.
I mean, they know. They know what to do, right? Who was it? Gambit said it, right? Every time we kill ILTW, just tip him. Everybody tip him.
And he's not going full Illidan in this game. He's going Midas into armlet.
He is going, okay. So some armor and just being able to fight early on with his team when they're going to be doing with this like mech push. And that's big, right? An overextension by Thompson gets both cores killed. Seb's still having a great time. I mean, he pretty much has Radiance. Like, he's almost got it.
And as you can see, net worth is very even. Illidan's going to pop the Phantasm. He's going to use it to farm some of the neutral camps here away from OG.
And he's pretty much got the armlet done. And how's their mech looking? G's done pretty well recovering and only dying the one time. I really thought he'd have a couple more under his belt here.
Oh, especially with the vision that they got earlier, you felt like OG would be in a position to punish him, as you say, a lot heavier. But he's getting back in. He's getting back in there, G.
Now there's...
Whoa. Let me take a selfie.
Oh, that's you? Okay.
No, that's me, yeah.
So Vlad's and just aura items, it looks like on Doom, more auras on Shadowfiend. So, but Oba Gold's team fight's going to be pretty strong.
Yeah, but look at this.
There's going to be a Radiance.
Bella's got his eyes on him. Oh.
It's okay.
Take the hacks off. Got to be careful. Wait, we lost the HUD.
Well, you can do that.
We lost the HUD.
It looks kind of nice.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a new addition to Dota Plus, you know. We lost the sound.
We lost the sound.
Gaben.
So Bounty Ruins being picked up. We see OG still playing it aggressively in the enemy jungle. They're waiting. They're just waiting for Seb to get Radiance. He's really damn close. And
got the sound back. Oh, we're good. Got the
sound
back. Just checking everything's working, you know, turning the little bits off and on.
They're going to bring the SF down bottom with that mech finished. Continue to put the pressure on as OG does mirror movement up top. And yes, Seb, 140 gold from the Radiance. Probably the fastest. This might be the fastest sanking Radiance of all time.
Nah.
Who else would have built Radiance as a first item with nothing else on a sanking?
Envy. Does he ever play sanking? Probably not.
He's 30 gold away.
You got to be right. It's got to be up there. This is.
Up there.
Where's Nahaz? He's definitely up and watching. Alan, we need a stat ASAP. I want to see on the Twitter.
He wants to defend. He knows
15 minute, 51 seconds on the Radiance.
It could be the GG push with the mech. Like, that's exactly what they're trying to go for here. So
but it's not the kind of GG that Old But Gold expect. Nope. They don't expect the Radiance sanking at 16 minutes in.
They've got the sentry down, though, so if he walks up and just tries to, like, Sandstorm, they will be prepared for that.
Here comes the burn from Seb.
Oh. Looks like the Chen brought the last person down bottom as SF will TP top, and they will be able to bring him down bottom again. So they're still sitting down here. OG looking to kill the Chen. Can he actually bring him in time?
Oh, he's going to ramp. Oh, dodging around here, RTW. He's going to set up for the Burrow Strike to come through. The Fear does come onto the two of them, and the Doom is down onto Seb. Seb, why? He's dead. The Doom and the crits from Illidan with a Phantasm out. He's looking to pull in RTW. RTW is out of Remnants, but he will be able to get himself far enough away. Illidan. Can he get in? No, change will land onto the real CK. But oh, no, tail steps forward. That was a mistake and a half.
And now they're bringing the SF. The Chen actually didn't die during all that, so he
and he's got another.
He's got another.
RTW walked back into this. They've gone insane. They just walked into the reaches of Illidan, and Illidan just grabs them, kills them, and now they're pushing the base.
Oh my.
Oh no. Oh gee.
OG they just got rifted. They just literally got reality rifted into the brambles.
They're losing the racks. They're 17 minutes in.
I mean, it's this ward, right? They have that ward up on the top side, so they're able to see everybody when they're walking forward.
Oh, and look at this. Fella's just straight in with the Bramble. Illidan again. He's able to get the pullback. Seb's able to get the two-man Burrow Strike. They've got to get Thompson out of him. He's trying his best to run. Fella continues to hit him out. He's easy. He's out of the base. Is he going to die? Thompson's trying to finish him off with the Maelstrom procs. Does get him. The Requiem of Souls burns out, though, and hits the Wind Ranger. Thompson is dead. RTW is able to get him with the Remnant on top of G. G will turn with the raises, but Seb's Radiance will finish him off. Double kill for Seb. They're able to push back the team, but they got what they came for. They got the melee racks at 17 minutes in.
Did I see that? Did he cancel the epi, or did he finish it? And it says it finished, so I guess I missaw it. I didn't hear it or anything either, too. But no, he got a pretty good connection on it in the backlines. They lost their racks, but they get themselves some kills. Just
they did lose their racks.
Losing.
It's early days to lose the racks.
Early days versus a Chen too, who can just keep doing this. Where they don't have to address the side lanes. They can just keep pulling heroes to keep pushing out.
Thompson trying to find that blink as well as Seb, of course. Both going for the blink. Jarek's trying to finish off a blade mail.
I mean, Seb got so much gold from that last fight. That blink dagger is going to be crucial for them because Jarek's hooking in is not the most ideal. He wants to try to isolate like the SF, but they need to do simultaneous initiation. So with blink, that's going to add much more damage that they were kind of lacking to be able to set up those epis.
Dire are scanning.
Still a close game in the numbers, just a 2k lead, but it is that melee axe that really sets the teams apart at the moment.
Yep.
Extra pressure is going to be down the pollen lane. Obviously with the Radiant, Seb can very easily push those waves back out. They've got good ways to deal with that extra bit of pressure upon them. Now, there's no telling. Jarek setting up to see if anyone comes out towards this mid lane, but as it is, All But God are all up top.
Now they've got real team fight on the side of OG. Well, before they were really lacking it. Now they can actually look to make a move, but All But Gold, they're definitely a lot tankier now. I mean, they've got, is the pipe finished? I believe the pipe's going to be done for BZZ. Illidan's got a couple early game items too. All the itemizing for that early push.
They probably want to get back here. They are losing the tier 3 tower. We'll see BZZ TP back. Also, the wraparound is coming in from Vela. He's smoked up. See who he can find. He's going to try for the fear onto No-Tail. No-Tail will be able to step his way out of it. The Bramble Maze is going to be off the mark too. Try and chase with the Bedlam, but No-Tail can keep the distance. He has the heal going as well. But now he walks back into Illidan. It's a bit of a bait though. Sets up for the Shackle shot. The fear being lined up as well. Won't be let off now for Vela. Now Seb's in with the Epi. The jump. The Burrow Strike. Straight away looking towards Illidan. Illidan pops the Phantasm. Turns straight towards Seb. Stuns out. And they also manage to get the Doom down and out successfully onto the Ember Spirit. Illidan drags back another. He's found Thompson. Thompson's able to turn. Shackle won't connect onto Illidan himself. Only onto 2 illusions as Thompson will fall. 3 dead on OG.
Oh man, honestly, itemization. We talked about it a bunch in the earlier games today too, but this one, the Greaves saved the Shadow Fiend. The pipe that just finished up by the Doom ends up saving the Shadow Fiend as well. All the little things came together there for them to be tanky versus OG, who just picked up that Sanking Blink Dagger, who was hoping
wasn't enough
to catch him off guard. It just wasn't enough versus the items, versus those sustain items. Now it's a 4K lead, and that was OG giving everything they had there to try to take that fight versus All But Gold.
Oh yeah, I mean you saw that they wanted that fight to happen, OG. They were trying to pull and bait All But Gold in one by one, but it didn't matter. All But Gold just had the sustain and the firepower to fight back. Seb's going to lead him with a Burrow Strike towards the middle, but they've got the root. He's going to get dragged into the side by Illidan. The Seb's in trouble. That's a dead Sanking once again. Now they've Inferno Blade down as RCW. He has to get away with the Remnant. Will jump away, turn around with a Sleight of Fist. Illidan, he's going to try for this trick again, hiding in the trees. It's going to work. He's got the Rift into the stun. Do they have the damage to kill him? He's got a Sleight of Fist. RDW has got 1 Remnant. Get him out to the high ground at least. No-Tail tries to lead forward. Don't get caught out. Again, another Rift. Another stun. Another kill. I've lost count of the times that Illidan just been able to walk in and W some poor fall into his hands.
And full heal off of it too.
They keep falling for the CK trick.
Yeah, he keeps getting these he keeps getting the perfect realities, and then it's just the Chaos Strike full heals him as well. And then he has a blast on top. Yeah. And they're showing up to these fights extremely prepared. Every single time I've seen the Chen, I've seen Vanskor having obs and sentries and putting them down in the middle of the fights. So Sanking, I mean Seb he stuns in, pops Sandstorm, and then just gets instantly stunned by the CK and killed. Like you can look at it on the map, every single place where they've taken a fight, even at this point where it's been like all over, there's sentries in all of the fight locations. Bottom, mid, and even in their base. They were prepared.
Oh, we are going to have a DC here from Mr. Vanskor, but we should be back on soon. And yeah, OG. And in a game where Seb, he's incredibly farmed, but you don't feel it at all in these fights.
Yeah, it might be the fastest Radiance on a Sanking, but
maybe there's a reason. I mean, would you say there's a reason why we don't see, like, if he spent that money in a different way? Like, do you think Radiance was definitely the way to go?
I just haven't
if you didn't
seen
get it this time.
The thing is, the hero is
the hero that might be the more problem.
He hasn't been picked a lot for a reason, right? The hero has gotten hit by significant nerfs.
Because I mean, I should be fair to Seb here. I feel like it's not really his lacking. It's just the fact that at the moment RTW and Thompson aren't in a position to really follow him up that strong. You know, he goes in, he's using an opportunity, but because RTW and Thompson are a little bit behind on their items, they just can't get those kills that Seb's trying to set up for.
Yeah, I mean, that really big turnaround thing was when they dove to kill the Shadow Fiend, right? When Thompson chased forward and they lost both of them. They lost Thompson as well as ILTW. It really stunted their growth. And yeah, they have good item timing on All But Gold. They're just tanky. This CK with a Reaver and an Armlet, 3k HP. We were mentioning how the damage might be a bit limited on OG, and I mean, we're really starting to see it when All But Gold gets any type of advantage with their defensive items, with the Hand of God, with the Guarding Greaves, with the Pipe as well. They're just so much tankier. And now they can do this Roche at full HP, because CK just keeps hitting it and healing it.
I mean, can OG do anything about this?
They've got rockets, so they will always have tabs of when it's low. See if
Jarex can go for it, but he's a bit of an awkward angle to do it from, being at the bottom.
He's going to smoke himself.
There's going to be people blocking him. He has to get in from a more northern side of things, and outside RTW, he might just die.
He's
dead. He jumps in, they get the Roche, they get the Aegis. RTW has been caught out a few times this game and had some...
Look at this. Valor's in position versus Seb.
Oh! And the Fear actually got off before the Burrow Strike. So he was still unable to control his hero after the Burrow. No chance of any further way to play out with a Sandstorm into a Blink or such. I mean, Vela continuing to land these perfect fears.
He's played this game super well.
He's making Dark Willow look as strong as I think it is. You know, he's showing how good this hero can be.
I mean, they talked about it on the panel, right? Crit at MDL completely dominated to the point where they started having to ban the hero. I mean, Velar, he like this bottom lane, the whole reason that this Doom is so farmed, he's so farmed, because he just had perfect brambles. He's been showing up to most of the situations when he needs to. Great terrorizes. Yeah, fantastic game for the Willow. Even the preemptive TP there, like he just was like, oh, he's gonna blink up here after he pushes the wave out. Just the little things. As now it's a Heart CK.
And the fact that, you know, this SFG, he is rocking at the top of the net worth. It doesn't. He had a rough start. He had a terrible start. They were bullying him. They were shutting down his map. But G, you know, this is why they picked the SF in the first two, because these teams, even when they do get crushed, I said it was all part of the plan. They knew that he would have a tough opening to the game, but they also knew that the way that they can play the hero, they can get back into it and be at this point.
It's not about his lane, right? It's about what you can do when you group up with this Greaves push, and that's what they're looking to end the game here. They've got this presence affecting buildings, so they do even more damage when they push.
And there we go. That's the troll summoner that's summoned his last. Now again. Oh. Poor old Bambi.
I mean, it's -7 armor on everybody because of the presence as well when they get rifted in.
I mean, again, another rift, another kill.
And he's dead.
Accept dead for 50 seconds. Jerax, he hook shots nothing. They can't stop this.
They can't touch this CK. 4,200 HP with a heart. And a Chen sitting behind him just throwing Divine Favor. LTW.
What? Is he got another remnant? He doesn't. He's straight up dead.
Super dead.
Oh dear. Oh gee. They've lost a second set of racks here in the middle lane. They're 12k behind at 25 minutes in. I don't know what the plan is here for OG, but I mean, it just feels like, oh, but God, are having such a brilliant game. But it also does feel like OG's kind of handing it to him.
They have died quite a bit. Just Obagod hit a big timing window, and OG did not seem prepared. Like when they've tried to take these fights, they're running in, and this CK just is dominating them.
I mean, Illidan's having a beautiful time. So many fights or situations where he's just able to peel them out one by one with the Rift and just instantly kill them. And there's seemingly nothing that OG can do to stop that sort of play from happening time and time again.
Yeah, Thompson had this fantastic mid lane, right? And now he's 3-3-5 with only 119 last hits on a Wind Ranger on your mid solo.
BKB on G as well, so he's going to have no trouble getting the Requiems off in the fights too. And we've seen already they have a damage issue. He gets Jerax.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Now they're going to get walked at.
And then Thompson's going to jump in, and they do have the Burrow Strike onto 2, but is there really any damage on OG's lineup? I don't think so. It's GG, and it was GG a long time ago. This game's over. This game is over as Obagod absolutely crush it here in this game one. Not the quickest of beginnings, but the way that they accelerated through the mid-game and now 26 minutes in getting the victory, it just felt like OG, they got shaky legs. They crumbled on the stage. And Obagod, they looked as comfortable as ever. They waltzed up with his second pick SF. I think this does show you against these CI squads, against G, against Alpha Ninja, you have to consider banning out the SF first. We saw, if you remember back to ESL, Secret, when they drafted against a team like Gambit who has the SF player, they ban out SF in the first round. Because this is what happens. You may beat him in lane. You got to imagine there's a part of that game where Thompson's probably all smiles. He's like, look, we're crushing G. G, he's not going to have a game at all. Well, they've got ways of playing back into it. As an SF, you're going to be able to get farm, even when you try and shut down his jungle that hard.
Yeah. They
played so smartly.
They put 6 wards to shut him down, and he was shut down. They just gave up 2 or 3 kills that gave them a big comeback method. And then Obagod, they have a very strong group up lineup.
Yeah.
The CK got free farm in top lane. They couldn't put pressure on him. And then, they had what? They had the mech on the SF. Then they got the Vlads plus almost the pipe was finished on the Doom. And then they have a Chen Hand of God on top too. So that amount of sustain and heal that comes out, you completely counteract the static damage that OG has.
It was just a rough game from OG as a whole. Yep. I mean, this was absolutely not the full potential you'd expect from some of the players of OG. I mean, you could feel it from the start. Notel having a bit of an off beginning, dying time and time again in that bottom lane. I mean, hats off, of course, as we said, to Vela on the Dark Willow. He made it an absolute nightmare down on bottom. And ILTW as well. It felt like a lot of sort of misusage of the remnants. A lot of times he was getting caught out as this Ember Spirit. We saw in one situation, it was one situation where he didn't actually die. They were able to just walk up and doom him. That shouldn't happen if you're an Ember. So a bit of a rocky game there from OG, and Albert Gold quick to capitalize on that, taking the victory at 26 minutes in here in this game 1 of the best of 3. As we'll pass you back to the